Welcome back. My name is Chike Okoli and I've been your instructor. If you're just joining us and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I wonder what you're waiting for. Go ahead and do that. Leave a comment in the video and let me know what you've learned so far. And so I just set this up. This is our normal anchor tag, the href. So I linked it to an external link, or you can link to any page. This is the target. We covered this, and let me save this it here. Okay. And now what I want to do, if you look at this, like I told you in the previous class, there is usually a default link. Okay. And now what we want to do, now let me add more than one. Let me add more than one. Let me say this to Google. Let me say this to Google. Now if you click this and come back to it. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Okay, so let's have this like this. Now, so we want to style it. So there are things when you're dealing with link, there are 4 things that we need to understand. First of all is the link. Whenever there is a link on your web page, what do you want the color to be? And that's what we call the normal on the unvisited link. That's people have not clicked on it. Most time when you go to Google and you click on a page and you search something and they give you options, you notice that the ones you have clicked before, when you come back, the color changes a little bit. Now that is visited. Then the ones that you have not clicked has a normal link. Then most time when you carry your mouse over an object, it changes color. And so we are going to be doing all of that. And now to help us style this, we'll add a normal color to it. Let's add this. Just go ahead and type the color tag and put any color you want. I said this, I had to write this to make this and so we're going to add now the first thing we need to do is to select the anchor tag before we even add any color. And to do that, we're going to use these selectors. We are saying that here select the link in the anchor tag. Okay, we just want to make sure that it picks the element. All right, and so let's go ahead and add a color. And let's preview that. Let's see how it renders. And so we are saying that the default link color should be red. Okay, so I want to remove the text decoration and make sure it doesn't have any default decoration. So I'll put none. And so this is to help us make sure that it doesn't carry anyone with it when it came. So the underline is gone. Okay, and so we're going to see how we can set a style for individual for them individually. And so we have been able to set, and so this is the link. Let me go ahead and add one more link and see. me see, gmail.com. Let me see what okay, so now that so you can be able to set a default link color. So you're saying every link on my web page to carry this color. Let me see, let me use the word red, let me be sure. What we're trying to say here is every link should carry red. Now another thing we want to do, those links that have been visited, that's those links that has been clicked, we need to set a style for them. So we're going to say A, that's the anchor tag, visited. Okay, so we're trying to style, and so let's use this color. Let me get this ash, and so we'll say let's try FF00FF. Let's see what it gives us. But we'll have to add color. Let's see what's, and so we're saying that those links that have been clicked before should carry this link. So this is very important for your own user experience. You want to help them. You want to help them understand what they are doing and guide them why they are using your platform. Another thing I want to show us is the link color when somebody carries his mouse over. So we're just going to do this. We're going to say hover. So when they carry, so you can actually add these styles to any objects, especially this hover. So we're going to say color. We're going to say ash. Let's see. So we're going to say we'll change the color. So we're going to say text decoration. We're going to say text decoration. So we're going to say underline. So what we're trying to do, just look at this now. So you see, we're saying when somebody brings the mouse over this link, let's each trigger the person that you're hovering. Another one I want to show us is the active. And so these are how this is purely basically how you style your link. And so I'm going to say active. Okay. I'm going to say active. So let's try this color 00FFFF. I haven't added color declaration. And so that's it about now I want us to do something beautiful. Let's see how we can actually let's see how we can style these buttons to look beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go to this link. We're going to add a background color. We did that before. So I'm going to try and use everything we have learned before. I'm going to say the background color should be red. And this one, I'll put the text to be white. Okay, so let's see. And so it's not looking so beautiful at the moment. Okay, so another thing I want to do, I'm going to introduce something we have not done, though we're going to cover it extensively. It's called padding. Don't worry about this, we're going to cover it in a later lecture. And so it's too close to the top, so I just want to add something to the top. Let's say I'm going to add H1 so that we can see. So that we can be seeing what we're doing very well. And so you see this ad is becoming more like a button. Okay, so I just want to add another thing called the border. I don't know if I've treated the border, but if I haven't, don't worry, I'm going to cover that in the next class. Actually, the padding, what the padding does, the padding gives space in between the edges of the element, and the border adds line to the top of the element. Around it outside, the border adds line there. And so I want to add border, and I'm going to say border properties. And so I'm going to say 2 pixels, solid, and I'm going to say let me say white. We'll do all of this when we are dealing with box models in details. And so now remember, look at this, all of this, but this one is not having it. And so, and I think that's it for me. So let me add other things that we've done. And so I noticed that some of you that actually asked me a question, you were creating all of this styling on different lines. You can actually add multiple declaration in any particular element. So you see how I'm stacking several these things here. As long as it's the same element, you don't need to name them several places. Okay, so let's text align this. Let's text align this. Let's call it center. Okay. And let's say, let me add font, family. Let me see, sans serif. So I'm going to add font size. So you see how I'm using almost everything we have learned. So I'm going to say 14 pixels. This is how we are bringing it in. And so we have the, now I want the mouse over. I want the whole color of this button to change when somebody brings button here. So you can actually do that. And to do that, I'll add to the visited, I'll add to the active, I'll add to the hover and the active. And so what we're trying to do, we're trying to add a different background color so that when somebody visits, the background color should change to blue. Let's make it obvious. Okay, and I'm going to say the font size should increase a little bit so that, oh, you're staring at me, that kind of effect. So let's see. Now look at this. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? You're seeing that effect, right? Now let's make the button beautiful. We can go on and on and on. Let me add what they call border radius. We'll do all of this. So there's still so much to learn. I will call this 5 pixels. So border radius is to add rounded curve to the edges. So are you seeing that? So let's make it more obvious. Let's increase it by 15. And so you see, so this is a lot finer now. And so and that we can go on to style our link, and you just go ahead and play around it, try and get used to it. Another thing I want to show us is how to style your ordered and unordered listing. See you in the next lecture. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification.